Don't miss the tea. Subscribe now.
OMG, sit down. Do not speak. Just sit down and pour the wine and keep the bottle close because you are going to need it to get through what I am about to tell you. You know how I am, right? You know me. You know where I come from. In my culture, cleanliness isn't just a preference, it is a religion. It is top priority. Respect for your living space is basically respect for your soul. If your house is dirty, your spirit is dirty. That is how I was raised. So knowing that, you can imagine the absolute living hell I have been enduring. I have to tell you about him. The 50-year-old man-child living in my apartment, I finally did it. I gave him an eviction notice. But being the bleeding heart idiot that I am, I let him manipulate me into extending it. He played the "it's freezing outside" card. And okay, fair point, we live in the far north. It is literally an ice planet out there right now. I'm not a monster. So against my better judgment, I gave him 3 months. I am already regretting it. Let's start with the alcohol. I had about 16 bottles of decent liquor in my minibar. When he moved in, I said, "Hey, feel free to try some." That implies a sip. But over the holidays, this man has single-handedly demolished my collection. He consumed 50% of the total volume. Then, earlier today, I get a text. He couldn't even say it to my face. He messages me apologizing for demolishing my collection. That text was the final straw. That was the moment my patience snapped like a dry twig. I looked at the phone and I just typed back, "We need to talk." I get home and the energy is thick. I'm furious, but I'm trying to keep it cool, right? I confront him. I point out that some of the bottles are completely empty. I looked him in the eye and said, "This is alarming to me. You said you don't drink hard liquor, and now the bottles are empty. It feels like there is a substance abuse issue going on here." And girl, I didn't just pull that out of nowhere. Yesterday morning, I walked into the common area and I saw him drinking. The sun was barely up and he's hitting the bottle. I have rules in my apartment. I have boundaries. I have communicated these boundaries to him clearly in the past because we've had issues before. Do you know what this man said to me? Do you want to hear the level of gaslighting I am dealing with? He looked me dead in the face and said, "So, it's a you problem." My jaw hit the floor. A me problem? You drinking my liquor at 9 a.m. and lying about it is a me problem? I was seeing red. But wait, it gets worse. It gets so much worse. We haven't even talked about the bathroom yet. You know I'm a clean freak. I cannot function if the bathroom is gross. Lately there has been a smell, a pungent, acrid smell. And I'm not crazy, I know what ammonia smells like. I walked into the bathroom and I looked at the rug beside the toilet. It's a nice rug, or it was a nice rug. It had absorbed fluids. There were dried markings all around the base of the toilet. Dried. Piss. Markings. I brought it up during this talk. I said, "Listen, we need to talk about the hygiene in the bathroom. There is an odor." He immediately got defensive. Like 0 to 100 aggressive defensiveness. He started pushing me, trying to trap me, saying, "Oh, so you're saying I stink? Is that it? You're telling me I smell bad?" I was trying so hard to be sensitive. I'm 30, he's 50, I shouldn't have to potty train him. I said, "No, I am not saying you stink. But the dried piss on the floor stinks, and the rug that is soaked in urine, that stinks." He just stared at me. He refused to acknowledge the smell. He basically said, "Well, of course piss stinks," as if that explains why it's on my floor, as if that makes it okay. I was so done with the denial. I literally grabbed my phone, turned on the flashlight, and marched him into the bathroom. I felt like a crime scene investigator. I shone the light around the base of the toilet. Under that bright LED light, you couldn't miss it. Massive, crusty, dried yellow stains. It was a horror show. I pointed the light right at it. "Look," I said. "Look at this." And this grown man, this 50-year-old human being, looked at the physical evidence of his own lack of aim and said, "It's not me." It's not me. Who else is it? Is there a phantom pisser haunting the apartment? Did the cat learn to stand on 2 legs and miss the bowl? It's just the 2 of us. I felt like I was losing my mind. I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone. He looked right at the stains and denied reality. Then he tries to pull rank on me. He starts talking about his past. "You know, before I stopped working, I was an educator for kids." What does that have to do with anything? What does your resume have to do with the puddle on my floor? He was trying to use his past authority to invalidate me, saying things like, "You're giving yourself a headache for nothing." And "You're making a big deal out of nothing." Nothing. Nothing. I am living in a urinal, my liquor cabinet is raided, and I'm being told I'm the one with the problem. He is trying to make me feel like I'm the crazy one. That is textbook manipulation. My gut is screaming at me. Every instinct I have is yelling, liar. And here is the tragedy. I am stuck with him for 3 more months. I gave him the extension because I have a heart. But now, I don't know if I can survive 3 months of this. It's psychological warfare in my own home. I'm honestly thinking about packing a bag and staying somewhere else. I want to flee my own home because the headache is too much. Am I the asshole here? Please tell me. Did I overreact by trying to kick him out in the winter? Because my empathy is running on empty, just like my vodka bottles.